Hey guys, if you know what to be said, on today's training, I just want to teach you some starting technique as a Wingchun practitioner. Maybe you are a beginner, you want to begin your Wingchun journey, right? So, and I want to teach you some starting techniques that you have to know and you can be doing training with, right? So, but if you can avoid this ring, right? But this is not the correct ring, and we usually use this ring just for started, right? So maybe for the Wing Chun beginner. But if you are, because this is going to teach you a lot of things. Some people usually don't know how to use this ring, right? To train their Wing Chun their Wing Chun feet, their Wing Chun hand technique, right? So, but if you can man it, if you can know how to use it with this narrow Wing Chun ring, right? So when you get the bigger one, because we have the bigger one, the bigger size, that's not narrow like this. So because that narrow, you may not monitor your elbow, because whenever you want to do anything, your elbow must not be out. So if you are doing tan shao, so when you are going on tan shao, your tan shao must be like this. If your hand is like this, so your elbow must be in, right? So don't let your elbow out like this. So that is some error that some Wing Chun practitioner usually make. So whenever they go on their Wing Chun, right, so their elbow is out, whereas your elbow must be in. So when your elbow is in, so you'll be able to center your technique, your your fist, right? So, and it will be very easier for you to use your technique, right? Maybe you want to go with your pan shao. So, and this is going to teach you a lot on that. So when in order to be able to use correct tan shao, correct hand technique. So that is that about that. So, and this technique, this training is going to have part 1, part 2, right? So, but if you want to proceed more, if you want to move further, you want to know more, so hit me up. So by joining my personal online training, in which I'm going to be explaining it more better, and you are going to further your training, right? So right now, so first thing you have to first of all know how to use go on is your stance, right? So make sure, and I usually say this on my whenever I want to do a video to teach you Wing Chun stance, right? So for my own, so you go like this, so your fist is have to be like this, and once you go like that, so you go like this, 1 2 3, so that you can be able to form a good posture. So that is why, so the distance between the both leg will be accurate. So if you can do that, so it will be very helpful. So as a Wing Chun beginner, right? So you go with that, so you just go like this, 1 2 3. So once you are perfect with that, you can go very fast. So you can go like this. So that is how that really look like. So you go like that. So if you are perfect, you go like this. So that is that about that. But some people usually go like this, 1 2. So but that is not for a beginner. It will not give you the accurate distance between the both leg, right? So that is how it look like. So many people form their stance anyhow. So if you are perfect enough, even some people usually go like this, so and form their posture. So, but you must know how to position your body correctly before you go on this. So because if you don't know how to position your body very well, so you will not be able to go on correct posture. You will not be able to go on correct posture, so that your posture is going to be wrong, right? But if you are perfect in doing all this like this, so like this, so and you form your body very well, so it will give you correct posture, right? So in Wing Chun, so let me do it from the side like this. So you go like this, so 1 2 3, so and you form your body like this. So let your horse stance form very well, and you also a little bit lean back, but don't lean back like this. Let your fold your stomach right here, so like this. So you go like that. So you sit on your root, don't go like this, but like this. So let everything be accurate. So whenever you are doing that as a Wing Chun beginner, right? So once you are done with that, so now like I said, if you can afford this is going to help you a lot, so that it's going to control your fist, and it will help you in monitoring your elbow. If your elbow is out, if you are using ring that is more bigger than this, you may not notice your elbow. So you may not notice your elbow whenever your elbow come out, right? But this one is going to help you a lot. So if you can perform it, if you can train with this, so once you find yourself, or once you get the bigger one, it will not difficult for you to use the bigger one, right? So that's the work of this. So but this is very narrow, and this is designed for the for kids, and even adult can use it if you are a beginner, right? So that you can be able to, as a beginner, so you can be able to monitor your elbow and your fist, so the move of your elbow and your fist. So that is that about that. So but first thing you have to know is that you can also do this. You can use this to train your punch, your Wing Chun punch, to make it more correct. So but you have to do it very well, so that it will not corrupt your fist. So and I want you to watch it closely, as I'm going to do it like that right now. So if you want to use it on your fist, right, so this is your both hand right here, and you go on your stance, right, like I said earlier, you go on your stance like this. So that is how you go on your stance, right? So and you raise your hand like up, out like this. So because if you want to start your Wing Chun, so your Wing Chun start from here. So this is your preparation. So this is when you are fully prepared for your opponent, right? So that is how this is going to be. So and let your elbow hang. So like that, like this. You don't do it like this. So let it be hang like this. So we want to use it to train our fist, right? So after that, you now go like this. So if you want to use it to train your fist, you go like this. So as you can see, so and watch where my punch. So this is going to monitor my fist in order not to let my hand fully come back right here and I punch. That is not Wing Chun punch. So your Wing Chun punch have to go from where it is, right? So you go from here. So that is how it goes. So you go like this, switch, 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 switch. So you can use that to train your punch. So that is how it look like. So if you are a beginner and you are doing that, you may be feeling some pain right here. You may be feeling like you are carrying heavy load. So that means you are doing the correct thing. If you don't feel that pain, that means you are doing wrong thing. So you have to feel it. You have to feel it as a beginner, right? So you punch right like this, and you let your punch arrive at the same spot, right? So that is going to so this Wing Chun ring do a lot of things. So if you know how to use it, right? So once you are done with that, so now you can now go with blocking. That is spark shao. So but you have to switch from here. So you go like this. So let your hand be like this, like this, like this. So if you want to go on back, so you go like this, go like this. So you do it slowly. So you go like that. So 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 and you watch my elbow as I'm doing that. So watch my elbow. You are going to notice that my elbow is not hard like this. So your elbow must be in. So when you are doing your thing, so your elbow must be in. So your elbow must be in. So don't let your elbow be outside like this. So if your elbow is outside, that means you have already opened your rib for your opponent to re-attack you. So that is why we usually, and it will be very easier for you if you train like that. Not let your elbow out. So to sense your opponent quickly when you are on T-Shao. So when you are on T-Shao, you will not be able to open your rib too much. So you are going to be able to sense your opponent, and once you sense your opponent, it will be very easier for you to close that weak point immediately. As you sense your opponent, that is the way your opponent want to attack, because you are going to sense your opponent. That is the work of Wingchun Chi Shao. So but we are going to get to that. So when it is time. So I'm going to use this ring also, and this is going to help you if at all you don't have training partner. So that is why I recommend this to you. So buy it, and it is not too expensive if you are in Nigeria. So you can contact me if you want to get one, and I'm going to tell you the price. I can help you get it, right? So that is that about that. And many training kits you may need, just DM me and I'm going to help you get it. So that is an advertisement for you that you don't even pay for. So that is that. So if you want to get one of these, and if you want the bigger one also, I can help you get the bigger one. I can help you get this one, but I recommend this for Wingchun beginner, right? So make sure you know how to use it. So, and monitor this narrow one is going to help you monitor your elbow. So but if you are using the larger one, the one that is open wide, right, like this, so you may, as a Wingchun beginner, so you may not be able to monitor your elbow. So you may not be able to monitor your elbow. So that's that about that. So you just go on pack shao, as I'm saying, pack shao, pack shao, pack shao, pack shao, pack shao, pack shao, pack shao. So that is that about that. I hope you can see that. So you can use that to train your pack shao. So if you are perfect in doing this, so if you want to use your hand, the back hand right here, it will be very easier for you to use pack shao, pack, and you are going to be able to use it with full force. So but if you want to attach your punch to that, so you now go like this, pack, so you punch, so pack, so pack, so